EPA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for July 31st, 2024. It is the final day of the month of July, and welcome to Wild Weather Wednesday, brought to you by Pure Sight and Sound. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, but did you know that they almost didn't make the cut in the Wonders of the World competition? That's right, they are running in 8th place and would not have made the cut, but fortunately, King Nebuchadnezzar II had his landscape architect call Pure Sight and Sound. In a flash, the team from Pure Sight and Sound worked with the king's landscape company to design a fantastic sound system that was hidden within the Hanging Gardens and even included low voltage path lighting and planners with speakers hidden inside. And the Babylonians rejoiced. Ask your landscape architect to call Ed at the phone number above me here in the video, 570-992-2992, to bring sound to your own wonder of the world landscape or hardscape project. Or visit them on the web at puresightandsound.com and you'll celebrate like a Babylonian. They are Pure Sight and Sound Incorporated, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. Fantastic script, again, as usual, from Pure Sight and Sound to have me read here. So yesterday, I posted a question here on my channel about it was my birthday, right? And I had you guys figure out how old I was. Most of you got it right with the question that I asked, which was it was the end of the administration of the only U.S. president to have served in the office without having been elected to the position of president or vice president. And that was Gerald Ford. It was 1976. I am 48 years old, okay? So thank you for all that guessed. I was surprised at the amount of people that got it right. You guys are great. You really are. A lot of historians like I am. So we also have, today we have some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but only for a certain area. And I think it's going to be more like isolated and widely scattered that we're dealing with as this system pulls away. Getting the NAM high-res future simulated radar, starting this off at, this is actually starting off at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can see maybe some leftover clouds this morning and maybe residual showers or two across northeast PA. That will be quickly diminishing those that moves away. And then once we get into the afternoon and evening as a parting shot before this, as this system moves away, there could be isolated and widely scattered activity across mainly our central and northern areas today, and that's going to be generally between 2 and 8 p.m. These are going to be diurnally driven pop-up showers and storms that last about 30 minutes, maybe even less than that. Quick in and out, okay? And then once across Jersey, between 6 and 8 generally, that is going to occur. But in the interior, they're looking more like a 2 to 6 p.m. window, okay? Not looking at severe weather. This time of year, it's very difficult to get severe weather because the whole concept of a thunderstorm or a severe storm anyway, is the faster air parcels can rise in a column from warmer air at the surface all the way up to about 10,000 feet, right? The faster it does so toward colder air aloft, that gives you your severe weather. Well, we really don't have colder air aloft this time of year. Not in early August or late July and early August. We don't have that. So because there's not so much of a temperature separation is really what dictates severe weather, and that's one of the key ingredients, and we just don't have that today. We don't have that this time of year. So you're not going to see severe weather on a grand scale like you would in, say, late spring when you still have these big temperature contrasts, or early fall when you have big temperature contrasts. We'll get back into that again, but this time of year it's pretty fluid throughout the column, so you don't see a big fluctuation in temperatures from here to maybe like 8,000 feet or something, you know what I mean? So you don't have that fuel or instability as high as you would have maybe like a month or two ago, right? Okay, so we're looking at just diurnally driven garden variety thunderstorms. It could be heavy rain producers, slower moving this time of year, but we're also mainly thunder and lightning and heavy rain producers. That's pretty much what we're dealing with, and that's what we're dealing with today. And these are going to be widely scattered activity between that 2 and 8 time frame. I bring up the 2 and 8 time frame, 2 to 8 p.m. time frame, because that's going to be a recurring theme this week. We have other opportunities for scattered showers and thunderstorms, not on the European model here for Thursday at all. We don't have anything on here, but the NAM does have something very isolated, even more isolated than today, stray is probably a better way to describe it for a thunderstorm. Same kind of thing, garden variety, and in that same 2 to 8 p.m. window for that to occur. Okay, that's it. That's all we got. It doesn't mean you can't get out something outside of that 2 to 8 p.m. window, but that's the most prominent time because that's when diurnal heating is at its greatest point. Okay, so once we get to Friday, I do think we're going to have the opportunity for more scattered showers and thunderstorms. You can see that here in the European model. This has been very consistent, showing this in the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday time frame, and I think those are your best chances to see scattered showers and thunderstorms. But we have MusikFest starting this Thursday for preview night, and which is at the Steel Stage, the Wind Creek Steel Stage, and the South Side, and then on Friday, August 2nd through August 11th, will be MusikFest for the entire north and south part of the festival. Okay, the entire festival runs between that time frame. So preview night is Thursday. I think preview night's going to be okay. We just have to watch for an isolated storm, possibly comes close to MusikFest, which is right here. There's MusikFest, right where I put that dot. So you got some stuff in the vicinity here, maybe. Well, but I would venture to say there's probably going to be dry or mostly dry on Thursday evening. Friday, even though this looks ominous, this is a 6-hour precipitation total on this depiction here. So this might not be, this is not as bad as it looks. Okay, so you're going to have widely scattered activity Friday, Saturday, Sunday, generally between 2 and 8 every single day. And they could miss one area entirely, hit another one a little bit harder. Okay, but when I say harder, I mean heavier rain, not necessarily severe weather. And here's what it looks like on Saturday. Here's what it looks like on Sunday. Pretty much wash, rinse, repeat for that entire period. And it's just going to be hit or miss, scattered, widely scattered activity on all 3 days. If you look down to the southeast, off the southeastern U.S. coastline, this is the system that is a tropical entity, perhaps, that's going to be developing, make him close to the Carolinas before heading out in this direction. I don't expect this to affect our region at all. And some of you are probably like moaning and groaning right now because your grass could use it. This would be a synoptic rainfall if it was, in fact, remnants moving through our region. The problem is, once we get into midweek, we have a trough approaching, which is sitting up here like this. So it should pick this thing up and take it out like this and out of our region and not affect our region, even if it does develop. And there's still some question whether or not this develops at all, which we're going to continue to follow for the next couple of days. But right now, it looks like this thing here on the European model is starting to develop into at least a tropical storm, which is what it's doing here. It's nothing, not a big hurricane or anything, but tropical storms can jump a lot of rainfall. So if it did end up going into, instead of going curving out like this, which is doing, and it ended up going up like here like this, right across our region, we could get some much needed rainfall out of that. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, however, because this trough is going to pick it up and send it out to sea. So in that Wednesday, Thursday time frame, we do have another cold front coming through, which you can see here late Wednesday. It's sitting up here like this in association with this area of low pressure. And there could be some scattered showers and thunderstorms involved in that Wednesday, Thursday timeframe. When that cold front moves through, it doesn't look like a tremendous amount of rain, unfortunately, again, because we could use the rain. But this front will move through, and then by the time we get to Friday morning, it's off to our south and east. Okay, so we're really highlighting the Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame for any scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially for MusikFest, because it's starting again, preview night on Thursday, full fest on Friday, and going forward. So we're going to watch this weekend very closely. That's what we do. We're the official forecast providers of MusikFest, and we have been now for, this is our 11th straight year that we have that designation for not only MusikFest, but also the year-round activities for ArtsQuest. So Chris Kittlemart, Oktoberfest, all the Levitt Pavilion shows, all the activities they do throughout the year. We do the weather for that, and we have been now. This is now our 11th straight year doing that. So we will have the calls on anything that is possibly detrimental to patrons and the staff, and of course the performers here at MusikFest, which would be lightning. Lightning is what we're concerned about. Within 8 miles of the festival, if there's any lightning, we do have to shut it down. But it should be temporary here in that Friday, Saturday, Sunday timeframe. If we do get something move through MusikFest, it's not going to be a showstopper for the entire day, is what we're trying to get at. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martins. That is your outlook for July 31st, 2024. Have a great Wednesday.